run back in the room.
I've got it padded and double tarp so this would slide.
Where we go?
I'll make it up something else.
Take it that way. That way.
Hey, wait, there you go. There you go. Rolling it up on the side. He said that Robert said you don't have to. They're just going to pull it.
Oh, you play pull it?
They're pulling it down.
I'll work with you. Yes, sir. Go forward, guys.
Once you get
Nope.
I think we're clear to you there, Steve.
take the monkeys off the other sides. Okay. Once you hold this up, all this shit on it, so click that one. You do anything? Drop right down, I'll fold them up. I'll probably drag everything to the other side. Let it up.
What would you do?
Yeah.
Took that something at the top of it. Won't fall. Alright, we'll get it.
We're getting this. Hold on. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to let Congressman Stivers, who was the man, I got to introduce him first. Stand right where you are. I want you to know, and Barbara Taylor,
That's right there.
Barbara, that Congressman Stivers' office made this happen. 8 months ago, I started. When all this started, Barbara and Congressman Stivers' office and all their staff went to work to get this thing for us, and it was unbelievable. Because I tried since 9/11 to get something and got nothing. When I got with Congressman Stivers, he immediately went to work. They got them at ground zero to allow me to go in there and pick whatever I wanted. The fire truck was kind of an interesting piece. I went there and I picked out some things. We've already had 2 truckloads, as you know, come in here. 2 police cars, a tower, a part of the tower, the antenna up the north tower, the sign in front of the pieces of the building. All this stuff, when I went in there, they were checking off. When I left Hangar 17, I was driving home and I called that gal at Hangar 17 and said, I want that fire truck. She says, you want the fire truck? I said, yeah. I don't know how I'm going to get it here, but I want the fire truck, or what I'm going to do with it. But at any rate, at that point, she said, well, it belongs to the New York Fire Department. We gotta go through them to get it. So there's where Congressman Stivers' office helped, but it took a long, long time to make this all happen. But it's here, if you'd like to say a few words.
I do want to say just a couple words. Obviously, I would rather have living history like this at a place where people can understand what happened on that day than in some warehouse in New York City that nobody's ever going to see.
Yes.
Generation born since 9/11, and I think it's really important that while they can never experience what happened that day, it's important that they see the effects of what happened that day. As you can see from this fire truck, it's a symbol that we all lost a little innocence that day. I want to tell a quick story about Fire 18, Ladder 18 from New York City. They rushed to the scene of the Twin Towers that morning, September 11th. And they were heading up the second tower, and they were at about the 5th floor when they felt the whole tower shake for about 30 seconds. And their chief, or their battalion commander said, all right, everybody's coming back out, and they headed out. One of the firemen made an account of that day. He talked about how orderly it was as people descended the steps. And nobody was pushing, nobody was shoving, nobody was running. People were very respectful of each other. But their battalion chief ordered them out. They came out. As they made it out and headed away from the tower, the top of the tower started to crumble. They hid under fire trucks like this very truck. That station is at Pitt Street, so it's called Fort Pitt. But these firemen from 18 hid under these trucks, hid under 2 fire trucks. Because of these fire trucks, nobody from Ladder 18 was killed that day. They survived. But this truck is a great symbol of all our first responders who rush toward danger, not away from it. And this will be something that our kids can see and say, God bless our first responders, our policemen and our firemen. And we need to remember them every day. That's why it's great that Motts Military Museum is going to be a place where people from Central Ohio and across the country can come to see this great symbol of what our first responders do every day. I wanted to tell that quick story about Ladder 18 so that everybody understands this incredible symbol and what it means. My office was proud to be a part of getting it here. I want to thank Barbara Taylor from my office for all her hard work to make that happen. We're honored to be a part of this, but I want to thank Warren and Motts Military Museum for having an interest in showing something like this so that everybody understands for generations to come what happened on 9/11 and that we can never forget. And we'll always be changed as a result of it. And this fire truck is a symbol of our incredible first responders that are rushing every day toward danger, not away from it. God bless you, and thanks for being here to be a part of this. Thanks, Warren.
Thank you. One more thing. I got to thank 2 people in particular. Kokosing. Is there anybody here from Kokosing? Well, Kokosing, who actually paid to have this thing transported here. They paid the whole thing. They hired another company. I also want to thank one of my lifetime members, and he's standing right there, who paid to have this thing loaded. It cost more to load it than it did to transport it. Because this gentleman right there, I can't thank enough, Walter Thompson, and his wife gave us the money to load it. So we got it here with the donated people that make that happen. And I can't thank Rusty's towing service right there. Rusty's has been fabulous. They've unloaded both loads of those things coming from Ground Zero. And now I know exactly, Matt, how much it costs to load these things and unload it. And boy, you guys have given us hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because they've unloaded both loads, 7 hours the first time, 8 hours the second time. And I don't know how long it'll take to get this in the building, but they've done it at no charge to us whatsoever. Rusty's towing. We appreciate y'all coming, and thanks to the Patriot Guard. Awesome bunch of people. And I didn't know that this was going to happen today or next Tuesday because of the holiday and my dirt truck driver. Where is he? Jack, where are you?
I think he's on the other side.
Jack! He's back there. Jack, come over here.
This man was very cautious about loading this thing. When you see this, I'm scared to death that people won't realize what a piece of history this is. But Jack knew what it was and took care of it and covered it so that it was still like it was from ground. Here he comes. Come over, Jack. Jack. This man right here. And I tell you, I kept bugging him. The whole way it was coming back, I was calling him on the phone, wanting to know where he was at. And I always seem to call him at the wrong time because he's going through some kind of thing with this massive...
No, it's Warren, I'll call him. It's Warren, I'll call him. It's Warren, I'll call him.
And I also want you to know, on the other end, when this was loaded there with Jack, were a whole bunch of New York firefighters, all dressed up. And when that thing was pulled out of the Hangar 17, they were all there saluting, and I've got pictures of that too. And one of my friends, Dominic Magaro, New York firefighter that was in the building, he's been here. I've got his stuff that will be on display when we build this new wing. The next thing we got to do now is we got to raise $500,000 to put this in with the rest of that stuff. I know it's out there. It's just a matter of finding the people that understand how important this is. But we are so blessed to have this wonderful piece of history here to protect it for all generations to come. Thank you all. Thank you. Let's get it on the